Good morning, everybody. Today is Thursday, July 16, 2026. We're here for a work session. Before we go any further, we do as we always do. We'll stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance today. And we would like to ask if Chief Frost, if you would lead us in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Chief. So we have a few announcements today. We have a birthday this week. Our deputy supervisor celebrates her birthday on Saturday, so we want to happy birthday to Devin. And we have a few others. Council people, do we have any announcements today?
We're just going to let the public know we are reconvening. We have a helicopter task force meeting today in the conference room on the 3rd floor. That's going to be at 4 o'clock. It is open to the public. We do have members of our committee, but if any public wants to come in and share concerns, they're welcome to do so.
You know, our office has gotten so many calls this morning from residents and the media, and so we checked. I had our deputy supervisor check, and it seems the planning board will be done about 3:30, 3:40. So I think a wise thing to do for us to be able to open it up and to as many residents as possible, and Bob and Joanne, if they want to, is, because you said last night, is to go ahead and notice that. So it'll be a public meeting today at 4. We'll move it into this room so that we can all be here and have more voices and work together to do that. So I'm like excited about that. So thank you for making that happen. And so anybody else have any other announcements this morning?
I do. American Legion is having a celebration this Sunday. I believe it starts at 12 or 1 o'clock. Do you know? Anybody know the time?
I can tell you right now.
Yeah. Victoria, do you know?
Councilwoman Merrifield, do you have anything today?
You save it 1 o'clock.
Just that I know the Bee Gee tribute band is playing at the Suffolk Theater this weekend.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock, Bob.
Okay, thank you. All right, 1 o'clock.
And the paddle battle is happening at Peconic River on the 25th, and also Rise Live Car Show is happening, and our cardboard boat race on the 1st. And so, Chief Frost, are you joining me that day in my boat? So, yeah, that's exciting. Oh, yeah, so I have, so we're excited about all that. So we hope to see you at some of those events. We'll move right into our open session. We'll begin with our matters surrounding our monthly police report for May and June with Chief Frost. So come on up.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, we'll start with May. We had 3249 total incidents, of which 136 were criminal. We charged 80 individual charges through 69 arrests. Our revenues collected were down. I would like to report that we made a lot of progress with alarm billing, because that's most of our revenue comes from alarm billing. My central record staff, working with my administration and some IT help, we actually sent out, I believe, approximately 170 bills this past week. So hopefully, in the next, couple months, we'll see that coming in, because obviously the town attorney gets involved with some of them. So that should be something progressing, thank God, finally. So again, just a change in our system. We lost the ability to automated billing, so they had to rework it like kind of manually a little bit, but they figured everything out at this point, so we'll be able to send those out consistently now. Do you guys have anything specific for May? Obviously the criminal incidents were up a little from April, but it seems there's nothing that stands out as a pattern that would be of concern that I see.
I just see the domestics took a big jump.
Yeah, I mean they jump around.
85 this May.
Yeah.
And 64.
Yep. There's nothing that I see that is causing it. We handle all the domestics similarly. Everything gets referred to domestic violence counselors. The report gets sent in, and we do follow-ups as well. In the police department for certain level domestics, calling the victim back to see if they want anything more done that we can afford to them. So I know there's nothing I can, account for that rise. June? Okay. June, we had 3136 total incidents, of which 127 were criminal. We processed 106 charges against individuals and 82 arrests out of it. Non-criminal incidents are most of our incidents are non-criminal. It's the way of all police departments. 3,009 were non-criminal, so that's, it's a lot of, alarms and 80 cases and, service misses and, such as that, car accidents, Great. Criminal numbers dropped a little from May to June. That's pretty much it. You guys have any questions for me?
Great job, sir.
I do have a question, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm just curious on the DVs again.
Yep.
Do you know if this has to do with any people not wishing to report because, or go forward because of situations with deportation?
Not that I'm aware of,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
Everyone calls the police. I think the police department has fostered a good relationship with the Hispanic community. Through my outreach, I go to different events. We've attended a mass at St. John's last year, an Hispanic mass on Sundays. We've attended that, and obviously through the work of our SROs in the school, always a positive presence for community involvement. So
I'll tell you, that SRO program is incredible, and I think our families in our community are lucky to see those officers in the school, and I really hope the school sees the value in that, and the board, and everyone across our community, because it's not just about safety, but it's bridging gaps, conversations, and all the stuff they do there. So thank you for...
Yeah, that's correct. That program is very successful, and like I said, I think it puts the community that would never have a chance to interact with police to actually know them as people, which is important, not just the first time they call the police or there is an interaction, but throughout the whole school year, they get to see what, the value and the person of the police, like that individual,
Absolutely.
And that the two SROs now kind of represent a good, what the whole department is, so.
You did that. You did it over at Bosie's with, you went over and your team went over there and through the body shop and just amazing work.
That was great.
Yeah, it's phenomenal about it. Yeah,
Chief, I did have a question with the SROs. They are paid by the police department as police officers, correct?
Yeah.
And then partially paid theoretically by the school board, correct? Okay.
Yes.
That's just for the Riverhead School District, is that accurate?
Correct.
Okay. We don't have SROs from Riverhead Police Department in Shoreham Wading River School District or Eastport South Manor.
Yep.
So thank you very much.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Councilwoman. I think that's really important for people to know. All right, our next report would be our Justice Court report. Hello, Ms. PILO. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's start off with May. I have copies if anyone needs.
I do.
You do? Okay.
I didn't get one.
You as well.
May, you need May? All right, anyone else need May? All right, glad I made copies. Sorry, I might have uploaded it too late. That might be the reason. Okay, so last year in May, we collected 29,000. As you can see, this year in May, we collected 56. So we have basically doubled the revenue that we brought in for Justice Court from last May to this May. That's thanks to raising the fees, raising the fines, prosecuting these cases, having people plead, showing that our cases are, prepared for trial, and having people, plead to charges as they come in. So I'm pretty happy about that, to see that much progress in a year. Everything else is kind of, I mean, we had some default judgments, which I've gone over what those are. People miss court 2 or 3 times. They get a default judgment, and it results in a lien. So that's really all I have for May, unless anyone has any questions.
No, thank you. Thank you to the town attorney's
I was
office.
gonna say, I think there's been a lot of complicated cases that you work on, and the workload I mean, we're well aware, has greatly increased, and you're doing a phenomenal job, and we get continuous praises from Justice Court members.
I appreciate
as well
that.
as judges, and you're
Thank
doing
you.
a great job, so thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
So it's because I know that it's been a increasing workload for you, and you stay right at it, so thank you.
And it's just you over there.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm just, in terms of the town attorney staff, you're the only one that goes over there and handles this. Great job.
Keeps me busy. It's a good thing.
Victoria, thank you for your patience over the last year and a half in working on adjusting all these fees and these fines, because it does make a difference.
Yes, and we're still working at it. There's
Yeah.
still a couple that I noticed. Possibly coming up, I'll bring up maybe raising some fines for landmark preservation offenses. That hasn't been refreshed in a while. So there's things here and there that we're still catching, but I am very happy with what we've been able to do as of lately.
There's been a couple of cases in Waiting Weather that you've been continuously on top of, and I'm just letting you know, I've gotten phone calls, emails from residents that are just saying thank you, they're following what you're doing, so.
I appreciate that. Yes, and on that same topic, in addition to Justice Court, there are 2 cases that I am going to be bringing to Supreme. I'll be bringing that up to all of you. And we'll keep working on these properties from all angles, because sometimes Justice Court, although it is a form of punishment for those who violate, it is, there's more that can be done. So I'll keep everyone updated about the 2 new ones that I have that I'm going to be working on.
I know that's how we got Staples' parking lot paved.
Yes.
We went to Supreme Court.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Even bringing the action alone sometimes, you don't have to go through the whole phase of the court case, but sometimes just bringing it to Supreme Court finally, gets them to do the thing. So, yeah. And then June is not as robust, but it's still good numbers. We did have a jury trial that.
Do you have copies of that as well?
Oh, yes, sorry.
So that would be so helpful.
So
Thank
the
you.
only highlight for June was a case, you have it? Okay. We had a case that made it all the way to jury trial. Defendant didn't show up, so we got default judgment on close to $50,000. Close to $30,000 for that. That doesn't happen too often. We'll usually go through with the trial. Anything else that anyone has questions of? We've got some jail sentences for our quality of life. Blight mitigation still is our largest item, because I know it's everyone's concern, keeping the communities clean and safe, and that has been one that's always a big ticket item every month. So.
They're not showing because they're afraid of you. Great job.
I hope
They're running
I'm
away.
not sure of that. I don't know what the reason is. I hope no one's afraid of me, but
No, they don't want to go to, I meant in terms of going to trial against you.
I
Great job.
appreciate that. So that's what I have for the last 2 months. Have some good stuff that's going on this month and next month, and I'll continue to report, and we'll keep moving forward.
So code enforcement, we added 2 additional code enforcement officers part-time out there. I know they've been tackling the
Yes.
streets, like how's the workload and everything, like just,
Well, one of them actually just is going to be resigning, unfortunately.
Yes.
Such a shame.
Yeah.
They were doing such a great job.
Yeah. But the other ones, they're writing a good amount of tickets. They're writing them very well. We're seeing results already from their presence, so it was definitely a great addition to follow through with all the complaints that come in.
Fantastic.
thank you very much.
Yes, Counselor. You're awesome.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you, everyone. I very much appreciate it.
Moving right down the list, we'll bring our lovely town clerk in for our report.
KELLER.
Morning.
Morning, Mr. Wood.
Sir.
Oh, the day for parade. Yesterday.
It's great.
A lot of smoke in the air, though. Actually, the town clerk continues on. It's like I said, it's mostly most of the day-to-day operations is all public service, so a lot of it has to deal around. Yard sale permits are up, of course. It's the summertime. Everyone wants to have a yard sale. We had some firework permits come in, of course, in July. Up also is special event permits, which I think we're going to have a discussion. Other than that, what constitutes that, I think we're going to set up a meeting with that to find out, because we're figuring out it's a lot of work to put a special event permit together on my staff. It can be and there's so many of them that come in. And I don't know whether some of them rise actually to the level of being a special permit. Some might just be an assembly permit or a parade permit or something like that. It might not quite make it up to a special event. So I'm going to talk with Eric, and we're going to discuss that and sit to a round table and find out exactly what to the special event. Just because the amount of paperwork and the time involved with it.
We appreciate your department's hard work on it.
Oh, yeah, no. It's going well. As you know, I have that part-time bilingual clerk in the office. She's absolutely the best. I mean, she's really it pays dividends, because there's like, as you know, there's a large section of the community that we have a hard time talking to. And I realize you have the phone and you have all that stuff that you can do, but it's not personal enough for me. So she comes in very good. So she's there every morning, 8:30 to 12. So people know that they try to do their schedule. They know that they have somebody there to do that for them.
Fantastic.
And that's it. There's a couple other things that I'll bring up at department head when it comes to resolutions and stuff like that, that things are lacking, but it's nothing to report. And that's it. Correspondence is up. But actually, it was more up in May than it is in June, so it's starting to quill down. If you'll notice in your package, when you go on the website, I'm moving published letters to the bottom of the agendas. Correspondence will still be in line on the agenda to say who wrote in letters, but the actual publishing of it will be at the bottom, so that you don't have to, it's just for aesthetics. When you go to look at your resolutions, you don't have to go through 80 pages and 90 pages of correspondence. It'll be at the bottom under a category called published letters. So we created that. It's just make it easier. Even the people that write in say, boy, I have to go through all that just to get to the, the meat and potatoes of the meeting. So that's just something we just did aesthetically for people. And that's it.
Thank you for doing that. Thank you for doing this.
Excellent, Jim. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. See you.
And you may see some packages. You may see a couple of, on your agendas today, a couple of resolutions that aren't there. The title's there, but there's no body there. There's two, and we're chasing after them now.
Okay.
Make sure they don't do that again. So.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. That completes our reports and matters surrounding Suffolk County Down Payment Assistance Program with our CDA team. So I believe Ms. Keller is here. It looks like she brought a friend, so Dan Thompson's going to join us. So come on down to the table. We're welcome. Thank you guys for being here and sharing with us. Great. Hi. Great. Hello there.
So, the county down payment assistance program is cyclic, so it's looking to open again. Currently it says summer, so we're just anticipating that that's going to be soon, since we're currently in summer. And we wanted to open our opportunity concurrently, because they are essentially vetting all of the applications for the down payment assistance program that they offer. We have Workforce Housing Act funds that we would like to apply to eligible applicants, and they would be purchasing homes in Riverhead. So we're just kind of trying to open up affordable opportunities for first-time home buyers.
Can you just explain that the application procedure is, someone need to reside currently in Riverhead to apply for it, but it could be somebody that lives in Hauppauge that wants to move to Riverhead, is that right? Okay.
So it would be people looking to purchase homes in Riverhead. Those would be the people that we would be looking to offer this type of funding to.
Do we know overall, like, the overall funding and what's available, and potentially how many applicants could be assisted?
Yep, so we have $280,500, and we're looking to fund up to 10 applicants, offering them $28,050 each, because the county is currently currently offering up to $50,000. And their funds apply just to down payment, but ours can be applied to down payment or closing.
It's really good. That's a big,
Does that cover our CPF fund? Does that cover our CPS tax at the end, when you're purchasing the home? I'm curious.
Peconic Bay tax?
Peconic tax.
Well, it's usually paid at the closing, so I would
You said closings, that's what made me think of that. I was
So I
curious.
guess anything associated with closing costs, I'm sure. It's kind of
There's
up
no
to us what it
exclusion.
covers within the purchase.
So what would be a threshold for someone if they wanted to apply? Walk them through that, through our town, so that they can hear it.
So there are household size income limits, so there's maximum allowable limits. I think it's up to,
You don't have to go into the details, just letting them know that there are thresholds, right?
yes, there are thresholds, and there's also a threshold for the purchase price of the house. So that actually recently was increased up to $646K. So that's good, because previously it had been lower, and it was very difficult to find properties that fell within the allowable purchase price. So that's, in addition to the county providing more funds, they've also increased the price as to which you can buy the home, so.
So where would, if I was a resident home, if you just want to walk them through, where would I go to find this information from us?
I would Google Suffolk County Down Payment Assistance Program, and it will take you directly to a website which has the application in itself. We are in communication with Justin Hornung, who is running part of the program, and we can work in conjunction. So any applications for people who are applying for purchasing homes in Riverhead, we can then offer this type of assistance to them. Their application will be vetted entirely through the county. They're basically just passing through to us. So once we receive these applications that are particular to Riverhead, they're already eligible. So it's really just a matter of us approving that check for them in the end.
Now, if they have a question about how to fill out that application, or
We're available.
They can contact either one of us.
727-3200 extension
237.
237.
239.
237-239. Thank you both.
Okay.
Any other questions?
So much, thank you very much, sir.
Absolutely. Absolutely awesome. Great stuff. So with that said, I believe we're going to move right into our resolutions for today. We'll have our agenda packets ready. We have our birthday supervisor deputy. I know she's so happy when we announce or make a fuss, but this Saturday. Thank you, Devin.
Okay, so if the board's ready. Resolution number 1, Water District Capital Project number 82517, Summer Wind Farm Subdivision Budget Adjustment. Resolution number 2, Sewer District Capital Project number 82613, Peconic River Hotel, 127 East Main Street, Budget Adoption. Number 3, ratifies acceptance of donation of life ring for Grange Bell Park. Number 4, ratifies acceptance of donation from various local businesses for annual Snapper Tournament. Number 5, authorizes financial administrator to deposit funds for road restoration project. Number 6, authorizes attendance at training seminar by fire marshal. Number 7, appoints seasonal pump-out boat operator. Number 8, appoints a maintenance mechanic 3 with HVAC concentration.
Pump out boat operator, is that the correct fees over this? We're at 25 now?
I'm sorry?
The
Oh, about the rate?
yeah,
Yeah, that's my understanding, that's what it was raised to.
That's what we raised it to.
yeah, just make sure, good, yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay, so we did number 8. We'll go to number 9. Appoints a water treatment plant operator trainee. Number 10, ratifies appointment of recreation superintendent and sets terms and conditions of employment. Number 11, sets planning division fees. Great, thanks. We'll get to that in just a second. Number 12, 12 authorizes the Riverhead Police Department to apply for DHS FEMA funding to support the purchase of a high-speed rapid response patrol vessel. Number 13, acceptance of 2025 Justice Court audit. Number 14, ratifies the resignation of a part-time code enforcement officer. Number 15, accepts the retirement of a police officer, Michael Mowdy. Number 16, this resolution is blank, and I'm told this morning that we need to pull it. So this, at the moment, will not appear in the packet next Tuesday unless the board is emailed otherwise from the relevant departments. Number 17 authorizes the town clerk to publish and post notice to bidders for replacement of HVAC system at George Young Community Center. That resolution is blank, but we have copies for the board here that were just delivered by purchasing. And this, of course, will be updated on the website as well, so the public can view it. Okay, so that's number 17. We'll go to 18. Ratifies authorization for town clerk to publish and post notice for public hearing for the purpose of conducting Monroe balancing test for Riverhead Volunteer Ambulance Corps Ambulance Barn at 1111 Osborne Avenue, Riverhead, New York, Suffolk County Tax Map Number 600-108-2-5. And we have Planner Greg Bergman here to answer any questions or overview for the board what that's going to entail.
I'm just going to ask at the time of the hearing, so based on the public's response to it, and I'm going to ask in the interest of time at the next town board meeting at the conclusion of the Monroe Balance hearing that we can close it out and to keep the project moving forward. We're just looking at a time frame for RVAC, and we want to try to have as least impact from them having to work out of the armory during the winter months, and so we just want to keep the process moving along. So
as opposed to keeping it open for the 10 days that you normally would do.
So I just want to put that out in advance, so we just, so that the public, if anybody has concerns, they can obviously write in advance or express them or come to the hearing, but if everybody seems content, then we just want to keep the process moving along as best we can.
I think that could be amenable as long as, we'll see how the hearing goes. If we find that it's not contentious, which I don't know why somebody would be, so yeah, definitely. It's an option.
Resolution 19 adopts a local law to amend Chapter 301 Zoning and Land Development to amend the town site plan review procedure and to remove fees related to certain land use applications from the town code to allow the town board to establish fees by resolution of the town board. Resolution number 20 adopts local law to amend Chapter 105 Boards, Commissions, and Councils, Article 2, Appeals Board of Section 105-9 Filing Fees. Number 21 adopts local law to amend Chapter 219 Coastal Erosion Hazard Areas, Section 219-26 Fees for Permits and Appeals. Number 22 adopts local law to amend Chapter 289 of the Riverhead Town Code titled Vehicles, Traffic, and Parking Regulations, Article 4, Parking, Standing, and Stopping. Number 23 adopts local law to amend Chapter 289-17 of the Riverhead Town Code titled Parking Time Limited. Number 24 adopts local law to amend Chapter 295 Wetlands, Section 295-6 Application for Permit, and Section 295-10 Enforcement Penalties for Offenses. Number 25 ratifies designation of alcohol service vendor to serve alcohol at the Polish Town Street Fair and Festival 2026. Number 26 approves special event Chapter 255 application for Daniel Cox, Alclarol Property Event. Number 27, approve special event Chapter 255 application for Protection Sports Association PSA Canine Competition. So that's it for the town board resolutions, and you guys have one resolution in for the CDA meeting that you'll also have on Tuesday.
I also just want to announce, I know the Deputy Town Attorney and Town Attorney Eric Howard are working on a lease agreement for RVAC, and we do intend to have that in the packet as well for next week. It's essentially a 99-year lease for RVAC, so, and they just have given opportunity for their legal team to kind of look things over. But again, with the building of a new structure on their property in which they are providing all of the fundings for it, we do need just to finalize a lease for them to move forward. So that will be added to the packet as well for next week.
Good.
So nobody's surprised.
So just the one resolution for the CDA agenda ratifies the budget adjustment for CDA EPCAL legal fees.
Great.
And that's it.
Thank you, Devin. So, in just a second, we'll take a first and second to move into executive session where we'll discuss matters, personal matters, matters surrounding possible change in status of an employee with Howard STRIPLIN-TIO, contractual matters, matters surrounding license agreement between the Town of Riverhead and Bloom Child Care with Councilman Kern, Deputy Town Attorney Hurley and Apollo, matters surrounding contractual agreement between the Town of Riverhead and Riverhead Central School District with our lead attorney, Mr. Howard, legal matters surrounding purchase of real property with Howard and Hurley, and litigation matters surrounding an update on litigation between the Town of Riverhead and American Breeders with our lead attorney, Mr. Howard. With that said, if I could have a first and second to move into executive session.
So moved.
All in favor? Thank you very much. Thank you for your day.